Welcome to September's special oil hub. We're so excited to share lots of seasonal things with you all. I am drinking my immunity, which I'll share with you later. But I'd love to hear what your local tea is because I know we have a hot toddy. If you've got any recipes, share it in the chat. We'll have a look later. I'll share what this is because it can be with or without whiskey, obviously if it's during the day. But it's great to have warming drinks this time of year. So I'll be sharing some recipes later with you all. So first of all, we've got the lovely Emma, who's going to share with us a very special blend of woody oils together and how she uses it and how you can benefit. So I'll pass over to Emma.
Hello, everybody. I hope that you're all okay. So tonight I'm going to share the product of the month, which is Northern Escape. Now, Northern Escape is a woodland blend. It's an absolutely beautiful blend, and I'll share what we as a family use it for ourselves. But I thought I'd also share the emotional benefits and what's in it. So this is Northern Escape. And if you, for example, you are feeling like you need some support, you're wanting to enhance feelings of harmony or clarity or strength, then this is the oil that may be able to help. It counteracts feelings of burden. That's what this book shares that I have here. Perhaps self-sabotage as well. So it just shows that we can work with it with our emotions. If we're feeling the negative emotions, maybe we're feeling quite hard-hearted, we're really stuck in our way. But maybe we need to try and push through that emotion and find a more positive way. Especially when you're living in a house with people, right? So I just think this is a really lovely one. And what it says about the emotional benefits, I'm just going to share. It says this blend gifts us the stamina to face challenging situations and harder truths. This is helpful when we are weighed down by troubles, either self-inflicted or caused by others, helping us find peace within ourselves and softening stubborn hearts. I just thought that was a really lovely way to put that. So what's in Northern Escape? Well, there's black spruce, which is extremely calming, wonderful one, very spa-like, that smell. Then there's Siberian fir and balsam fir, again, beautiful woody oils. So very calming, very grounding, very supportive with the emotions. And also, those are really supportive physically as well in soothing things around our body. You know, if we're feeling quite stiff, it's really lovely for those. Lavender, so that's like a sweet lavender. So it's from the family of lavender, but it's not quite lavender. Cedarwood, so again, very soothing and calming. Cypress, so lovely for muscles and for any kind of tension that we might feel. It's really nice for just softening things for us. There's hinoki, frankincense, nutka, kananga. Kananga is from the ylang ylang family. So that one's a beautiful scent as well. And it's got a kind of a sweetness to it. And then we've got clove bud in there as well. So it's got that warm, spicy smell. So the kind of aromatic profile of this would be wood. So definitely like woodland, trees, imagine walking through a forest, that sort of smell. And there is that sort of sweet, spicy, warm smell to it. And if you've got a bottle already from before, you know, there is a lovely smell. So how we personally use it in our family is we actually often have it in Epsom salts in the bath. So my husband loves this blend. So it's actually, I've nicked this bottle from the bathroom. I really like it because the smell is beautiful and it's actually really calming for my emotions when I feel I need that. And you can kind of sense that when you smell it, if you're feeling like you're accepting that smell, it's a lovely smell. And yeah, it's just really nice. For massage, it's also wonderful. So definitely with your carrier oil of choice and putting a few drops in for massage, really lovely down the spine as well. Because it's got the Siberian fir in there and the other fir oils, it's very calming, soothing, and helps with any tension. So I also make sure that when I put it on, say, my husband's back, down his spine, I also put it on the bottoms of his feet. So I always make sure that I've got the carrier oil and that I've put 1 or 2 drops in, and I then just make sure I massage that into his feet. So if he's feeling any tension, it's really nice. By the way, I'm sure you've heard this before. I'm not a foot person. I do this out of love, begrudgingly. So the other thing then is the oil blend is only for aromatic use and topical use. It is not for internal use, which I think it kind of shares that when it's the woody oils like that. But just in case you were wondering, is it for internal use? This one is one to diffuse, which is beautiful in the room, and it helps to process challenging situations. So it's really lovely. And again, like I mentioned, 1, 2, 3 drops in your carrier oil. Dilute it to what your needs are. Check in the starter guide for that. And that will help to that scent when it's on your body is going to help to cultivate that strength and determination. So I hope that that helps.
That's fantastic. Thank you for that. Really useful way of using this wonderful one. And it's free this month, isn't it? When you do a 125 PV order, you get a bottle free. So a wonderful one to have for free. Okay, so I'm just going to share what we have on offer this month. So we've done Northern Escape, just to share the slides with you so you can see what you're going to get if you decide to go for that. So that's the Northern Escape. You must order before the 15th in order to get that free. And the amazing next offer is the Full Body Boost, is what it's called, where you get an Adaptiv Touch free, a full Adaptiv free, and a lemon. And I can't remember, we worked out a few different things, what the how much you save. Let us know if you know already.
Yeah. £85 and
So
124 euro, I believe.
Lovely. £85 worth of oils for free, plus the Northern Escape if you did order that. We don't know the value of Northern Escape. I can only guess really, because it's not it's a limited time one.
Can I ask a question? Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Yes, carry on. Carry on. Yeah, please unmute.
When it says place a single order, what 200 PV? Can you explain to me what that is, please?
Yeah, we will. So what we're going to do is, when we've gone onto the screen, Emma's going to help us with the PV value and working out how much you need to spend in order to get it for free. So PV just means product value, and it's not dissimilar to the price of it, but it's kind of a universal value for the oils. For example, lemon oil may be £15, but it might be 17 PV. So all we do is we add up the PV of each oil of the oils, and then we can get an idea of how much we need to get our freebies.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. But whose person are you?
Emma's.
Emma's. She probably would send you a price list with the PV column, so you can just have a look and just write down. Because I always, when I'm adding something up, I'll write down price of that and then the PV, and I'll keep adding the PV up so I know how far I'm getting. But also online, you can do it on your system. You know, when you're doing your loyalty rewards order. Or
I forgot about that one.
yeah, we can do it there as well if you didn't want to do it manually, just with pen and paper.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So that's the 3 oils that you're going to get. So the wonderful Adaptiv, we know how wonderful that is. It's got all the lovely oils like copaiba, we've got spearmint in there, we've got lavender, sweet gum, and it's just an amazing oil to use in the diffuser. And how great that you've got a little roller to go with it, a 10ml roller. That can be gifted to a friend, or it could be kept in your little, if you've got a box that you have gifts for people, that's a great one to give to somebody. And of course lemon, and we use lemon every day. I don't know about you guys, but we use it every day in so many ways. So that's an amazing, so you can get 4 free oils basically this month on your loyalty rewards. There we go. And that's it there, just in front of you there. So you can actually get all 4 if you decide to do the 200 before the 15. Hope that makes sense. So I think, Emma, are you ready to just share with us some little tips? She's gone off screen. I've just caught her at the wrong time. What are you doing? Are you there? Yeah.
Here. No, I actually I actually remembered that I have a graphic exactly with that answer about PV. So if you don't mind, I'm going to quickly share that one first.
Stop sharing.
So this is just to share how to work out the PV. And then I'll show you the the tips then. And these are just suggestions. It's going to share. There we go. Can everybody see that? Okay. So when you're ready to know about PV and points, I do actually have this as a PDF. If anyone needs the PDF, just shout out to your person. They can get in touch with me and I can share this on, no problem. So here, what PV is. So it's what it costs. So PV is the product value, and you earn PV when you purchase a product. So the PV is usually like what Rachel said, it's similar or close to the currency amount that's spent, but kits and diffusers and packages might be a little bit less. So just check those and have a little look. Again, this is quite overwhelming for new people, so reach out to your person and they'll be able to share it a bit slower than me, or you can have a read of this yourself. And you can find the total PV on your order form, like, or in the price list, or you can work that out, or you can even just do it in your shopping cart. And I'll share that in a minute. And then the little points section in the price list shows you what is earned. So when you're using loyalty rewards program, you earn points. When you're spending your PV, which is the product value, you then earn points back, and those points can be redeemed for free products. So it's the points are automatically added to your account. You don't have to go working it out or anything like that. But the longer that you purchase from doTERRA, so if you're finding that you want to keep it all within budget and you want to maybe just get certain oils like each month instead of doing it all in one go, then you could break that up. And the longer you're with doTERRA, the higher the percentages that you get back. So I've been doing this for a long time now, and I'm getting 30% back in points, and I'm going to show you why that's actually really fantastic. And yeah, that's that. So I'll just share the next thing. Here. So these are just a few ideas. And again, this is endless. I could have sat here for ages and worked this out, but I didn't. I was a really good girl with my time today. This is just an idea for the 125 PV. Say, for example, you're having issues with your skin, or you're thinking about going into the autumnal time or the winter time, and you're thinking, you know, what's coming? What does my skin need? Or maybe you're topping up something that you usually do use already, and you've been here a while and you might want to top up things. Then maybe the skin option is for you. And saying that collection of 4 for the Virage skincare, which has got no nasties in it, that plus say a lip balm, or or a sun balm, or maybe a toothpaste or whatever, that will qualify for this offer to get your Northern Escape for free. I forgot to put the Northern Escape here. Say it's a daily essential. Maybe you already buy VMG already, then you could check the PV of the VMG, and if you needed an oil on top of that, have a little look. If it's an oil that you're starting to run out of, or if you're topping up something anyway, then this is a really good month to do that, because you'll get the free product of the month. And then back to school. So many families, even with us as home educators, going back to school is still an issue, because we're going to be around people who are back to school, and they're going to come with bugs. And I'm really grateful that we're not sick that often, but just in case, we might want to get some On Guard into our home in different ways, so that we can take them internally, that we can use it aromatically in the diffuser, and that we might want to use it topically as well. And then there's the drops. Oh boy. So the On Guard and ginger drops, wonderful for our throats if we ever have an issue. And again, I gave the option, you could always swap one of those top ones out for an On Guard mist, which I use all of the time. I have it hanging off my handbag, and I just use a sanitizing mist, and it's got On Guard in it, and it's lovely. So again, that will qualify you. That will be exactly 125. And then let's see if I can get you the next. There we go. This is ideas. Oh, sorry. spoil the last one. 200 PV. So this is a wellness bundle again, a top-up idea perhaps. Maybe you struggle with discomfort. Maybe you're topping up on your Deep Blue products. Maybe you share with others in the family. Maybe you exercise an awful lot and you like to use it before, you know, Deep Blue rub before you go exercising and after. Then you might want to think about topping up on your items that you would use all of the time anyway. The Deep Blue stick with the copaiba, then maybe you like the offers as well. And you might think, great, I need something nice and autumnal for the diffuser now. And you might think that squirrel diffuser, it needs to be by the side of your bed, or maybe you're gifting it to someone. So again, it's just showing you ideas. You can see the PVs. When you're in your account itself, you can actually see the total of the PV coming up underneath your price. So when you change and you add things in your loyalty order, for example, you'll actually see it all adding up. So if you don't want to sit down and write it all out, you could just keep putting things in and seeing what you want to take out and what you want to keep in, or by all means, get your pen and paper. It might help some people. And then there's the Discomfort the Athlete's Care Kit, actually is £180 in this case, and that actually matches this 201 PV, so that qualifies. And then you've got all those things in there. You've got the 7 items for that, and then you'd also then get the freebies on top, so that's quite nice. And daily essentials, again, you might use the VMG, you might want something for your digestion, you might want things for sleep and calm, and again, they all add up, and that will qualify as well for the 200 PV. And I thought I'd share what is in my LRP basket at the moment, and it comes to 202 PV, and I get the Wellness Made Simple pill-free, because then that means all of us will have it, and Dan and I especially, but Dan likes the not having tablets. That really helps him. So there's that's for our well-being and supporting with nutrients. Then we've got sleep things. I need to top up my Deep Blue because I'm running low, and I really fancy the vanilla chai. So with that, I will get Northern Escape for free. I'll also get the 3 free promos, and I will also be getting this pore reducing toner for free with my points because I'm redeeming them. So I feel like that's quite a nice bundle to get 5 free things along with my 6 items. I'm quite happy with that. There you go.
Oh, that is fantastic.
Sorry, one last thing. I forgot to show you this bit here. So here on your screen, when you're doing your loyalty reward order, you're going to be spending the money anyway. So rather than just doing it in your standard order, which you can absolutely do as well to avail of this, but if you're spending the money already, you could actually get points back if you wanted to on the loyalty order. You don't have to spend this amount every month. It's not like that at all. But this month is just a particularly excellent offer. And what I'm getting back with my purchase is I'm getting 60 points back, which is approximately. Now, out of that, I think that's a really wonderful deal. And I also get my shipping points for 4 shipping points. So that's approximately £4. So this just shows I get the 60 points back. I've used 22 points on getting my free pore reducing toner, and I get the shipping points back to support my shipping, which would have been £4.80. There you go.
That is a brilliant tip, Emma. I love that. The fact that you get £64 back next month for doing that order, as well as the freebies this month. So really good. Yeah, perfect. And I love that. Well spotted with the Athlete's Care Kit as well. So £180, but you're getting.
No, it's back. It's not always available, right? So I haven't seen it always available. So when I saw it today, and I went, that's exactly what I was looking for.
You can, yeah. Okay, we'll help you with that. Really. Oh, I'll just start sharing the next slide. There we go. Well, so for whoever didn't see it, we've got the squirrel diffuser, which works for 2 to 5 hours or up to 10 hours intermittently. It's got 4 musical melodies, and it comes with a balance oil. So if you've got any children or you just like squirrels, then this is for you. It probably will run out soon. Limited to 2 per order. Okay, now over to Deborah, who's going to talk about the 2 special scents. And before we get on to the recipes and the back to school stuff.
Yeah, so we've got the most beautiful vanilla chai. I actually have never bought it before, but as soon as I saw it, I thought, considering my electricity went out yesterday because of the wind and rain, I needed something warm, inviting, and cozy for my diffuser. So I actually ordered it, and this is just beautiful for autumn. It has in cedarwood, cyanwood, vanilla, clove, Peru balsam, and this is mingled with ginger and benzoin. And I actually didn't know what that was, but apparently it's a sweet scented vanilla and balsamic resin. So once again, we've got something really beautiful, and think of like cozy nights in when it gets dark and you're going to bob some in the diffuser, which will be so lovely. I think just cozy and inviting. So I bought it straight away. But it is a limited time product. So once it's sold out, it's actually gone. But if you did want to buy it, then obviously I know it's still for sale today and hopefully tomorrow. It's limited to 3 per order. So obviously available to while stocks last. And what I loved, and I didn't realize, so thank you for this, Rachel, we can actually add it to our body lotion to give ourselves a lovely warming kind of like moisturizing scent on the day. And I'm wondering if you could actually pop it into the bath. I think potentially, but let me do some research on that. But it's a really lovely one. I was really excited when it came, or when it would come. So I'll let you know how we get on with it.
I
And
was
then,
just thinking, Deborah, as well, what about a room spray with that in?
yeah, no, I think so. Because I actually love anything kind of like to do with chai. And I
Yeah,
just think it was so warming. And I can imagine me having my fire on with a cuppa in my hand and then my vanilla chai in the diffuser. And I think I'd be bob on, to be quite honest.
okay, lovely. Thank you, Deborah. Next one.
So the next one I actually do own, and I bought it last year when it was on special offer, and then I haven't seen it since, which is the Harvest Spice. So think of everything autumnal and cozy and a bit of spice there as well. This is a beautiful oil to diffuse, and I've tried it many, many times. And it's got cassia and clove, eucalyptus, cedarwood, nutmeg, and cinnamon. So warm and spicy. That's what I think of. It's a shame we can't pop it in a drink, which we would not. So obviously, just having it in a diffuser, it is whilst supplies last. So if it's something, do you know what I often think? Whenever we have these, sometimes I have lovely customers ring me and say, I wish I got it. And I'm so disappointed for them. So if there's something you really, really, really want, please just get it if able, because once it's gone, it will be gone. And it's limited to 3 per order again. So it is beautiful if you're drawn to these like warm, spicy things. And then the next one, which is the oil for 10% off this month for September, is cardamom. And this is the queen of spices. And this is such a beautiful oil. And do you know what? I actually think it's an unsung hero because it's not one I often think of. And yet it is beautiful if you have any kind of like respiratory issues and need added support. It's what is it, Rachel? It's an expectorant, isn't it? So if we're suffering from any kind of mucus or phlegm or anything kind of quite nasty, and we want added support, well, cardamom is going to be the oil for you. And I suppose that's one of the reasons why it's the key ingredient in the air blend. And it's just a beautiful oil if we're needing like, added support. And in this book, the Modern Essentials, it says it's for people who have coughs, digestive issues, headaches, inflammation, muscle aches, any kind of respiratory ailments. It's antibacterial, anti-infectious, anti-inflammatory, and the list goes on. So I think it's one of these that we don't often use, but actually we'd probably truly benefit from if we did. And that's 10% off for the month of September.
Amazing. Thank you, Deborah. And also you could make your own chai latte with this, with cardamom, hot milk, a tea bag, a drop of cardamom oil, a drop of cinnamon, sweetened with honey if you wish. And that's your own chai latte. Also, I remember my friend making a beautiful Indian rice pudding with cardamom. You can do that with a drop of cardamom oil, a sprinkle of cinnamon, honey, cooked rice, And yeah, if you like that kind of thing, that would be nice. And also cardamom tea is lovely as well with honey and water and maybe a bit of lemon.
Yeah. And I also think not everybody loves peppermint or perhaps senja. So if somebody's got digestive issues, perhaps one drop of cardamom or perhaps a toothpick in a warm mug of tea, warm mug of tea, like warm water, that could be actually quite nice in settling
Yeah.
any kind of digestive issues we have.
Yeah, I think it's a great addition. I've always used cardamom with lime to break down mucus and help to bring a cough, more productive cough, because you know what it's like when it's all blocked. So them two together really help to break it down. And it's in the air blend as well, so you could use air as well. Okay, so these are some lovely diffuser scents using things. If you've got On Guard, we've got both the clove and the cinnamon in On Guard. If you want to make an apple pie scent, like homemade apple pie, use cinnamon, Douglas fir, and citrus bliss. Spice chai, cardamom, clove, ginger. Imagine how lovely your house is going to smell. We can share this after as well. Fallen leaves, so a bit more woody, cedarwood, patchouli, and clove. I'm going to try some of these actually over the week. So there's some lovely warming blends. And then just remember in your shop, we've got some of the drops that are just helping us to get through the winter month, or is it getting colder? It's not winter yet. But the On Guard throat drops are really amazing. Look what's in it. We've got obviously the On Guard blend, but you've also got myrrh in there, which is fantastic. Antiviral oil, really supportive of the immune system. And they're really great for if you're going out on a cold day. I used to pop them in my pocket and share it with people. Like, oh, have you got any of them spicy sweets, Rachel? And it just warms us up on a cold day. If you've got a scratchy throat, it's great to take for the kids as well. You could also pop one of these drops in some hot water, stir it in with some lemon, and then you've got your own sort of throat drink as well. Air drops are great because you've got peppermint, eucalyptus, lemon, cardamom, melissa, and thyme in there. So incredible oils in one little drop. So great to take if you're feeling a bit bunged up, you need help with breathing. Again, you can take that through the season as you need to. And then finally the ginger drops, which contain both ginger, essential oil, and lemon. So great for the digestive system. Ideal to take when you're traveling on long drives to help ease any sudden feelings of nausea, just to settle the stomach. And they're just nice to take. I often take any of these three to stop me eating. Because I think it's very little calories and it'll do me till the next meal. Okay, so this is what I made yesterday and I keep drinking it now. I'm obsessed. I made one for my friend today. Immunity. So you can use a drop of On Guard. I tend to, a little top tip is put the drops of one drop of On Guard in, I put one drop of lemon in as well, and then add your water, and then it's not floating at the top. Fresh lemon, if you've got cinnamon sticks, you can, but it's all in the On Guard. Local honey is important because it helps. It's got them beneficial enzymes and the prebiotics for our gut. Recently found the real benefit of local honey as opposed to mass-produced honey, which is high in sugar. So try and get a local one near you, and we really benefit from that. Really soothing for the throat. For the cooler evenings, it's a great drink. And we know adding fresh lemon helps give you some extra vitamin C. And it's really helping your defences in winter. Some traditionally, some of the drinks that we were talking about before were things like posset, a medieval English drink with wine or ale with spice. Some people used to make a drink called caudle, which is a warm drink of ale or wine thickened with egg yolks and often given to the sick or new mothers. Lamb's wool was an old wassail drink made with ale, roasted apples, sugar, and spices. And then we've got beer mixed with sugar, rum, and eggs. So eggs play a lot of roles in this. Negus was a mix of wine, hot water, lemon, sugar, nutmeg, popular in the 18th century. Smoking Bishop is a type of mulled wine with spices. So these are considered warming, fortifying drinks. The kind of thing that people would have either mid-morning or late evening, much like a hot toddy that we know today. The reason why they add spices from historical reasons were because it had antimicrobial properties, help keep the drinks giving that extra boost, antibacterial. People saw wine, beer, and spirits help strengthen the tonic and warm the blood and aid digestion. So a little bit of alcohol can do you good. Spices were considered medicinal. We've got the ginger for the stomach, cloves, nutmeg. All these helped with circulation as well. So they knew what they were doing all those years ago with drinks, just to help provide that sort of tonic to the body to strengthen. So if you've got any of those oils, or the single oils, if you've got cinnamon or clove, maybe one drop might be too much for you. It's fine for me. You might just want to do the toothpick into the On Guard and stir it in, see how you get on. But enjoy your immunity and offer it to whoever you want to as they come round. Okay, and we've got some lovely recipes as well. It gets the season where you want to start baking. I don't know the smell of the oven and what's going on in there. So you could make some cookies using either ginger oil, clove oil, or even On Guard spiced muffins. So if you haven't got the powdered spice, then the On Guard, a drop of On Guard would be great, because it's a beautiful sort of spicy blend. We'll send these round after. So just a little recap on back to school, but not just back to school. We all might be back to a routine, whether it's work or whatever we do outdoors. It's important that we really strengthen ourselves. So we've got our immunity. We can take that on a daily basis if we wish. And the Stronger blend for the kids is a really lovely, gentle roll-on that helps to keep up their daily resilience and protect them as they're going out and about. You can apply it on the feet at night time or on the spine, and that you know that you're doing something good for them every day positively, that's going to help their body, the body's defense. The On Guard beadlets, the tiny little quarter drops of On Guard in them, are a great one for kids that are maybe not old enough to take a full capsule and very small. I always give my kids these. They have one of these a day, and at least one of these, so we get our gut health sorted, get the microbiome balanced, especially this time of year. There's changes in season, so it's really important that we help our body. So a sachet of that and a beadlet, and you're good to go. And don't forget, like Emma said, the sanitizing spray, clean hands on the go, protect against germs. When we're out and about with coughs and splutters, just spray a little bit around you, breathe it in, and your hands are cleansed as well, because there's lots of things flying around, isn't there? For adults, we can do something a little bit stronger by using the On Guard plus soft gels, which contain extra black pepper, melissa, and oregano for that boost. The PB Restore is an advanced prebiotic and probiotic, which strengthen our natural defences. So if you are struggling, or you tend to get ill more often during winter, up your probiotics, prebiotics, and take some form of On Guard in your body. And obviously lemon oil, we know it's great as well. Just going back to the offer that Emma talked about, where you can get your free Adaptiv and lemon. We've just got an offer. If you know anyone who is not an account holder, there's additional oils that doTERRA are giving for those that are brand new, and that is an extra balance and wild orange for a 200 PV order. So 5 oils, we've worked out, it's £124 or 151 euros, and you get all these wonderful oils for free. So if you know anyone that's sort of interested, you can send them out one of our numbers, and we can get in touch and find the right deal for them. But I just wanted to put it here because it's a deal not to be missed, and it's only for September. So £124 worth of free oils is something that we can't really ignore. And for anyone who does recommend any of their friends or family, maybe they want to get started with oils, they've been on the fence a little bit, we are offering, if they do sign up and you recommended them, a free Serenity Stick and Valerian. So just get in touch with whoever your person is, and we can send that over to you to say thank you, because it helps us to keep going as well. So we do appreciate your recommendations. So I'm just going to stop sharing and open it up to questions so we can see how you're getting on this month. Thank you all for listening.